evening, everyone. It is now 6:22 on July the 15th, and this is a special city council meeting for the city of Bel Air Beach, Florida. Call this meeting to order. Let's rise and do the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Renee, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Frank Bankert.
Still present.
Councilmember Lloyd Roberts.
Here.
Councilmember Kim Elliott.
Present.
Mayor Dave Gaddis.
Here.
City Manager Kyle Riefler.
Here.
And City Attorney Randy Mora.
Present.
Thank you, Renee. All right, we have one item on the agenda, which is consideration of Resolution 2024-03. Mr. Mora, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As this relates to the budget, I will read it in full. This is City of Bel Air Beach, Florida, Resolution 2024-03, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Bel Air Beach, Florida, establishing the proposed millage rate for fiscal year 2024-2025 and providing for an effective date. Whereas pursuant to Section 200.065, Sub 4, Sub B, Florida statutes, the City is required to advise the property appraiser of Pinellas County of the proposed millage rate, the date, time, and place of the first public hearing to adopt the budget and millage rate for fiscal year 2024-2025. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Bel Air Beach, Florida that the proposed millage rate shall be 2.0394 mils for fiscal year 2024-2025, and the first public hearing to consider the tentative millage rate and tentative fiscal year 2024-2025 budget will be held on Wednesday, September 4th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the City Council Chambers, 444 Causeway Boulevard, Bel Air Beach, Florida, 33786, where all interested parties may appear and address the City Council on these issues. Effective date, this resolution shall take effect immediately upon adoption. This has been a full reading of Resolution 2024-03, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mora. Before we move forward, I'm going to have to go to citizens for comments. Would anyone like to speak on this matter? Seeing as we have none, citizen comments are now closed. Before we move forward, I'm going to need a motion from one of the council members to approve Resolution 2024-03.
So moved.
All right, I'm going to give that one to Mr. Baker, and I'm going to give the second one to Ms. Elliott. Comments, questions?
I'm comfortable with keeping it the same millage. I feel like the short time I've been here that we typically have needs that come up during the year. So keeping that additional funding normally comes into play, as well as with the loan that we took out for the stormwater projects. Do we have any prepaid penalties involved with that, or do we pay it ahead of time?
No, there's not.
Awesome. So that's something we maybe consider using that for as we go along. I just think it's difficult also if we do a lesser millage. It's always more difficult to raise that back again. And I think we have a lot of requests and demands from our citizens, which is wonderful, and have that extra money is a good thing.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Anyone else like to comment? Yes, Mr. Baker.
I'm a little bit concerned with the real estate values starting to drop in the area, and we work off the year before, so we've seen percent increases, and that reflects market values of last year. But I'm looking at regardless of the city manager or our council or budget meetings, we may be taking a serious cut next year. I'm not saying 0 or whatever, or 2%, but I wasn't here in 2008 when the market crashed. You watched the houses here drop by 50% or more. So I'm looking at 10% cut, so we may be able to get reimbursed for this money.
Well, I'm not going to comment on that. Thank you very much. And would anyone else like to comment? If not, let's go to the city manager. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, as stated in the menu, the staff recommendation, we keep it at the current millage rate, and, just lay out that our two public hearing dates are gonna be September 4th and September 16th.
Mr. Manager, would you mind just stating for the record what the rollback rate, what the ad valorem rate is relative to the rollback rate?
Okay, so the rollback rate is calculated at 1.8518 mils, and the recommended rate is gonna be 2.0394 mils.
Thank you, Mr. Mora, and thank you, City Manager Riefler. If everyone has nothing else to say, then Renee, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Bankert.
Yes.
Councilmember Roberts.
Yes?
Councilmember Elliott.
Yes.
Mayor Gaddis.
Yes. And so resolution 2024-03, setting the proposed millage rate to be 2.0394 for fiscal year 2024-2025 passes. All right, does anyone have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion made by Frank Baker, do I have a second?
Second?
Mr. Roberts, all in favor?
Aye.